Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever in the world you are joining us from right here, right now. It is so good to be with you. I'm Charlene. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me where you're joining us from. Drop it in the chat. I'd love to say hello. Hi, what's up? Good morning, Olivia. How are you? Brad, nice to see you. We're happy you're here too. Hey, Arlen, nice to see you. What's up? I love your emojis. Good morning, emojis. Callie, good morning. And I'm sure everyone else in the chat returns their good morning to you as well. Lori from Madison, Wisconsin, how are you, my friend? Hope you're having a beautiful day so far. Sheila, hello, hello, hello. Oh, well, isn't that just nice and juicy? Oh my goodness. Well, if it's your first time here, welcome. It is such a delight to be here with you, no matter where in the world you're from Wisconsin to Ireland. Callie, thank you. You know, we take this opportunity to slow down, to re-enliven aspects of ourselves, interesting, that sometimes need a little tuning. We like to tune, to retune our system, recalibrate our energy bodies, so that our physical bodies can manifest even more clearly, more aligned with our higher intentions. Energy starts in the subtle and shifts and moves its way down before it lands in the physical. So if you want to affect the physical, you work in the subtle. One perspective of energy is that it starts in the body, that we can dissect everything in a very materialistic view, in a reductionist model that, these cells come together to form a protein. Proteins come together to form a fill in the blank, and onward throughout our entire system. That is one perspective. But there's a lot that actually gets missed and cannot be explained from that perspective. But if we switch and change our paradigm, flip it on its head literally, and perceive that energy is what actually informs and creates matter, suddenly there's not much that needs to be explained. It's a little trickier because it's not what we have been told or taught, but it's actually a lot easier because suddenly there are no holes in the logic. But anyway, if it's your first time here, first of all, welcome. Second of all, please note, I do digress a lot. Sometimes the bowls have to bring me back to this time space. Hey, Caitlin from Hudson Valley, New York. I'm so glad you're here. It's nice to see you. Inski, what's up, my friend from Western Australia? I hope you've had a beautiful day and are getting ready for a nice, peaceful slumber. Sandy, joyful, grateful morning from the Arizona desert in Tucson. Yes. Looking forward to a magical, mystical, uplifting experience with you today. I think the bulls are they're feeling into that, Sandy, and they're liking the purple emojis that you got going. Oh, and thank you. I'm glad you like my shirt. I thought it was apropos for today. Today we're going to be really leaning into this idea of trusting our soul. Interesting that we were talking about this downward causation model of manifestation of appearance into this physical world. Everything starts at the subtle and moves downward, and actually quantum physics is supporting that more and more and more. Not only from a theoretical standpoint, but the math, the science. Well, truly, math is the language of the universe. And music is math, by the way. The math of quantum physics is supporting this downward causation model, so pretty exciting. Glad you like my shirt. Told you I digress. Serenity from New York. It's nice to see you. You having a good day so far? I hope so. Well, my friends, today, is going to be interesting. We can already hear that. So all of our first-timers, welcome. Before you are 22 chromatically tuned, quartz crystal singing bowls, which means you have all of the white keys on the piano, plus the black keys, and some additional lower and upper notes as well. What this does is allows us to paint with color, to add chromaticism, chroma from the Greek word for color, from which we derive color, I should say. It's the color of sound using multiple tones and pitches to really give us more of a palette from which we can express, move, and use frequency and sound and the relationships of sound to evoke responses within our system. Your job today can be one of two paths. One, it can be active, working directly with the frequencies that come through, actively following the guidance and seeing where it takes you. Or two, passive, just simply allowing. Your subconscious, your less than conscious mind will begin to take over and begin to help assimilate this information. And you'll do with it as you may in your perfect time, whether it's right now or another, future or past, right now. Elizabeth, good morning. Joining from Ontario, it's nice to see you. Geraldine, how are you from Western Australia? Wow. So this weekend we're coming up on the new moon, that dark period when we have an opportunity to begin to really sit into the silence. I love to say that sound's twin sister is silence, which means that they are inextricably linked, and one gives rise to the other. So today we're going to begin to enter the silence, this silent period under that dark new moon, moving towards that space with sound itself. And we're going to do something that feels very artistic. We're going to begin to clear our canvas, our metaphorical canvas, so that we can welcome in and create anew, afresh, with a wild, reckless abandon, if that's how you'd like to create, or with constructive, linear, precise methods, whatever this is. Good morning, Brad. Yeah, the resonance is great right now, isn't it? I know it's really just sitting in it. We'll talk about that in a second. Ooh, no, we'll talk about it right now. So where we're sitting in this space of, in music theory, what's called a perfect fifth. This is two notes that are basically, I'm starting on a D in my left hand and an A in my right hand. There's basically 5 notes apart, D, E, F, G, A. The perfect fifth is one of actually it's a second most stable interval or space between two notes in all of music. It is a bedrock, it's a foundation on which pretty much anything else is built. So it's really interesting that we're sitting in this perfect fifth, the stability of this perfect fifth. The perfect fifth also connects us to the archetype of the ruler. That foundation of knowing what your kingdom looks like. What is your sandbox in which you're playing? The boundaries that you establish for yourself in this time space, knowing that sometimes boundaries shift, sometimes they expand, sometimes they gather together a little tighter. But there's a security in your space, and that's really what comes through with the bowls. It's also interesting that that fundamental tone of the D connects us into this beautiful watery element. A lot of times you'll feel this, you'll feel it in your core, in your gut, because it's really beginning to dance around the vibrations of that second chakra, that second energy center. And you'll just feel your organs vibrating here. because of this D. When we have a fundamental tone that's grounded in D, D connects us to this very triumphant, it's almost like a cry of victory. There's a strong kind of presence and rejoicing and yeah, we gonna do it and we already got it done all at the same time. So there's this presence and knowingness, a settledness of and certainty. That's a word I was looking for. That really rings true. And that actually comes from aspects of classical music, of understanding how sounds affect our psyche. So it's really interesting that the bowls are actually inviting us for that little bit of time just to sit in that. And then it passed. So if you're new, my job is literally to act as an interpreter. That's it. So I'm just interpreting what's coming forth from the bowls at any given moment and where the bowls are asking us to go, because this is an opportunity to co-create with sound. Lisa Nanda, how the heck are you, my friend? It's nice to see you. Oh, I'm glad you like my shirt. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Christian. Love all those hearts. Thank you, my friend. Tommy, good morning. Love being here. We love having you. Nice to see you. Lisa Nanda, of course, from sunny Toronto. Very good. Sunshine is a good thing. Tea Lady Nat, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Which tea is on for you today? This morning I was having some matcha with wonderful mushroom adaptogens. What is your brew? So I think it's time. I think we are being called. We are being summoned. We are being led into the next moment. So let's go ahead and get comfy. Welcome. Welcome, creators. That's what you are. Every moment of every day. Welcome to this sacred, this potent time where you have an opportunity to pause on the edge of a new beginning. The universe is offering us an energy to stand still in this fertile darkness, to really sink our feet, wiggle our toes into this perfect soil in which to plant seeds for your any next great endeavor. So this journey that we're about to embark on now is called Clear the Canvas, and its purpose is to guide us from a vague desire into clarity, a clear, confident, well-articulated, creative dream, whatever that is for you. So just find a position right now that begins to honor your body, whatever you need to find and bring comfort into your space, coming into greater ease in this moment. When you're ready, you may find your eyes begin to soften and close. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And as you do, you begin to feel that beautiful heart of yours relax. Holding that breath in, the heart relaxes before you gently and slowly exhale. If you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light which originates at the base of your spine, and it descends down through the surface below you into the earth below, finding a space to root, to ground, to feel connected and truly aligned with the earth below, knowing that any time that you need to release any energy or any information, that you can easily do so by allowing that energy just to slide down that beautiful golden cord now returns to the center of your chest, to the space of your heart. You can begin to imagine that the heart itself is breathing, and as you take a deep breath in, you feel that information, that air breathing into your heart space, your chest gently expanding. And as you breathe out, feel a soft warmth releasing from the center of your chest. You may experience breathing through your heart like this as a sensation, a vibration, maybe even a color or a feeling. Experience breathing into that heart space and out of that heart space. Feeling more settled, more relaxed, more connected to something much greater than you in this moment. It feels good to breathe through the heart. And if you'd like, call to mind a time when you felt full of gratitude, of appreciation. Something that just made you feel so special, so seen. Sense that appreciation, that gratitude as you breathe into your heart. It could be for a time when an unexpected gift arrived. It could be for a moment within a relationship. It could be from a sweet little wet nose or paw or purr that brought you significant joy, something that you love so much. Feel that feeling expand, breathing that into your heart. It's as though your heart can't get any bigger, and yet it does, growing larger and more coherent, in balance, following its perfect natural rhythm. And it's this rhythm that begins to bring all of your other organs, your body itself, into greater alignment. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, your heart expanding and relaxing all at the same time before you slowly exhale. Taking a moment to feel into this space of heart coherence. It's a powerful, powerful state where your heart, your mind, your body come into perfect, harmonious alignment. In its perfect rhythm, there is no disturbance, no noise. Relishing the silence. It's from this coherent field where your intention speaks clearly, where you open the channel for creative insights, where you find your greatest flow. Now, Creator, let's begin. In your mind's eye, think, imagine, or feel in front of you a vast canvas. a canvas of your own consciousness. Notice what it looks like. Maybe it's a perfect, pristine white blank, ready to have information imprinted all over it, or maybe it has traces of other colors, smudges of old projects or self-doubt, the busy strokes of your day. Whatever it's on it, it's fine. Anything is perfectly all right. Just observe. Observe your canvas. Now, begin to use your breath as a tool for clearing. With every long, slow, deliberate inhalation, imagine a soft cloth gently wiping across the canvas, clearing away all of that clutter. As you breathe out, you release the need to have answers, to figure something out. You're just allowing, and as you breathe in, you're inviting a sense of peaceful emptiness. Breathing out, releasing anything that might be clouding that gorgeous canvas of yours. Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter why, just let it go. If you really want, you can pick it up later, but for now, begin to clear your canvas. It's easy to allow your conscious mind to relax its grip. It's easy to softly detach from a perfect perceived outcome. It's easy to step into allowing the miracle, the unexpected. Your deeper wisdom knows exactly how to create a space of inspiration for you right now. Just letting go of anything that prevents that inspiration from coming through. Beautiful, well done. And as you breathe, you feel that canvas of your mind becoming clean, quiet, as if primed with infinite potential. Feeling into this sacred void from which all new things are birthed. curious attention to this beautiful little spark of light. And as you get closer to it, looking more deeply and intently at it, you realize that this spark has a very unique feeling of vibration, a unique frequency. And you recognize that this buzzing vibration is actually the original energetic signature of your new dream. It's the genesis, that's starting point. Let's explore this energy even more deeply. What color is this feeling? Is it a vibrant, passionate red? Is it a beautiful, calming blue? Is it a healing green? Is it a joyful golden yellow? Maybe a magnetic pink? Trust the first impressions that come to you. There is no right or wrong information. Releasing any need for it to be something. Good. Allow the miracle, allow the unexpected. That's where the magic happens. Breathing. You may feel you need to bring your attention to the center of your head at that point where that beautiful mind's eye of yours is working in the center of your brain. Excellent, good. And just allowing anything that's ready to release to simply let go. Giving yourself permission. What if it was totally easy to be a perfect painter? An otherworldly magician, someone who could birth something out of nothing. What would that feel like? Give yourself that permission to explore. Good, well done. This is easy. There's nothing that needs to be done right. There's nothing that can be done wrong. It's all about the experience. Taking a deep breath in, and as you do, breathing in greater allowance, permission. Breathing out any self-doubt, any judgment. Beautiful. Shifting your attention now back to that canvas, that pulsating light. What color were you experiencing? Can you feel the texture now of this energy? Maybe is it soft? Perhaps it's electric. Maybe it's fluid or like water or viscous like oil. Maybe it's grounded like soil in your fingertips. Noticing this color, feeling this overflowing permission. Good, good. The birthing process can frequently bring challenges in the system. It might feel good for some of you to begin to verbalize or vocalize a vibration that you need to feel more of right now. Could be something as easy as ooh. You may want to sustain a pitch. Can be any pitch, doesn't have to match these notes. Find some way to express something for you. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be what you would expect to come out of your voice. Sometimes releasing something that doesn't sound like you feels quite good. Just begin to allow these releases to happen. Whatever that is, there's no judgment. It can be anything, and it doesn't mean anything. All it is a vehicle for grounding out information that you're ready to release. You're in a safe space, and you have the place to do that. As you slowly exhale, bringing your attention back now to that beautiful canvas and that spark of pure potential light. This light, this beautiful defined seed of energy, this feeling, this color, this sound, this word, this why. I'd like for you to hold it gently in your awareness. I invite you just to cradle it as you would something or someone that you love so very much. Now in your mind's eye, think, imagine, or feel that you have stepped away from this canvas for a moment and you're standing at the entrance of your very own inner sanctuary, a place of pure inspiration, wherever that is for you. Could be a magnificent library, a lush garden, a cliffside temple overlooking the ocean that's holding up a starry midnight sky. Find your sacred inner sanctuary. Now, in the center of this space, notice a being of light that seems to emanate wisdom, standing tall, as if waiting for you. You realize that this is your muse, your creative spirit. There's a familiarity, a knowingness, an indescribable love. This aspect of your higher self greets you with unconditional love and profound belief in you, in your abilities and what you can bring forth. This makes your heart feel so light and happy. This opens your throat for greater expression in the world because your voice matters. This releases the torrents of self-doubt that had been plaguing your mind. With a smile, you approach your muse and you present it with the seed of the energy that you're holding, nurturing, loving, that had been birthed from that inner canvas. You show the muse its color. You let the muse hear its sound, its vibration, its frequency. You may even offer that single word that defines the energy of the why: freedom, love, expansion, creativity, because whatever that why is, with a joyful and humble heart, you now ask your muse a simple, powerful question. How does this energy wish to be expressed through me? How does the energy wish to be expressed through me? What form does this vibration want to take? Release the question and just be open. An answer may come in words, the answer may come in a feeling, the answer may come in the silence. Your muse might show you an image of a book, a painting, a business, a new community. It might give you a blueprint, a melody, a title. It might simply place a symbolic object in your hands that represents the project. Take in that shape, and if it feels right to you, begin to breathe in the same vibration of that shape, allowing it to follow your breathing pattern straight into your heart space itself. Absorb that information into your heart. As you slowly exhale, you feel an overwhelming trust for what you have received, for this guidance that you have been seeking. The what that perfectly matches your why. Thank your muse for this wisdom, this clarity, this gift. Now, holding both the core energetic signature of that vibrating seed of potential, that energy, and inspired from your new dream and your interaction with that muse, you can gently return from your sacred inner sanctuary to this space with that cleared canvas. Now is the time to begin to articulate your vision, your masterpiece, the art, the creative expression that only you can express in this world. It's time to begin, time to make your plan. With this newfound clarity, I invite you to either state aloud or just resonate the feeling within of your intention. Proclaim it to the universe. speaking it internally with the full force of your conviction, whatever that is. Allow your words to come forth. And if you need inspiration for your words, consider something like this. With the presence of the ever-present, fertile, universal energy, as potent and pure, as divine as a mother's love, my clear and focused intention is to bring forth this, that fully embodies the energetic signature of this. My clear and focused intention is to bring forth what it is that the Muse showed you, that fully embodies the energetic signature of that feeling you discovered, the why. This is my what, and this is my why. Have as much clarity as you do in this moment, knowing that if you are seeking more clarity, simply by asking, the answers will come. Allowing those answers to come in their perfect time, in your perfect time. Intention of your statement. Feeling the energy beginning to direct your every step forward towards that clear goal, declaration of your creative direction. You may not know how, you may not know when, but you do know your forward motion starts now. mind's eye, where anything, everything is possible, see this entire articulated vision, the form and the feeling, condensing back into that beautiful seed of light. And see yourself placing this potent seed into the dark, fertile soil of that canvas before you. The light returning to the canvas, now infused with your intention, your vitality, your essence, your frequency. This is you planning your dream in that potent creative void of pure potential. Taking a deep breath in, breathing in gratitude for this moment. And as you exhale slowly, direct your exhalation into that canvas as if fertilizing this seed with your trust that it has everything it needs to grow, to bloom, to manifest. The seed is planted. The intention is set. The work is done. All that you must do is trust, allow, and receive. Taking a deep breath in, breathing into your heart, feeling that heart relax, placing one hand over your heart to anchor this feeling, knowing that the state of inspired clarity, pure potential, is always available to you. And as you slowly exhale, sinking into this feeling of magical manifestation on your canvas of life. Now, it's about time to begin coming back into this time, space, place, this new present moment. And just before you do, remember that the next time that you wish, that you choose to relax, to work your energy in this way, you can do so more quickly, more easily, more deeply. Each time you choose to relax to the sounds of these chromatic crystal singing bowls, for they color your life. Now bringing back everything with you that felt so good from this session, all of the hopes, the dreams, the desires, the whispers of your inner sanctuary, the touch of a midnight sky, the colors, the why. Tapping into those feelings of courage, of freedom, of potentiality, of permission. Bringing back everything that you loved, whatever that may be, that made you feel as light as a feather and as vast as a midnight sky. Bring all these feelings back with you now. And if it's your time to drift off into slumber, rest well and dream sweetly, knowing that tomorrow you will awaken an even more perfect and aligned embodiment of your creative potential, birthing new dreams, new ideas, new potential, new expressions of life every step of your day. If you're ready to come back and enjoy a brilliant day filled with sunshine and possibility, come with me now. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, begin to feel yourself returning to this body, feeling the warmth of your natural resonant state, feeling that light light shining deep within you, around you. Knowing that you can connect to this place anytime you wish. You are anchored, you are safe, you are seen, you are secure, you are aligned. Come back into this space, this time, carrying this feeling of inner peace, of inner harmony as you transition back into this now moment. Gently bringing your awareness back to your physical body, feeling that buzz of creative excitement and peace of profound clarity that is coexisting within you right now. Anchor, fall, sit into these feelings. Know that your state of inspired clarity and creative potential is always buzzing within you, around you, and through you. Taking a deep breath in, you may begin to stretch your body. It feels good to bring movement back in, wiggling your fingers, your toes, and your nose. When you feel ready, your eyes begin to lighten and open. Welcome back, creators. My friends, how are you feeling? What was that experience for you? That was was very interesting on this end. I'd love to hear how that unfolded for you. If this is your first time here, one of the things we always do at the end too is if it feels comfortable to you, we actually share in the chat anything that you might have experienced, anything that was unique, how you're feeling now versus how you felt then, or something that came up that was unique or surprising or shocking, or perhaps even mundane. You know, every experience is so different. If that feels comfortable to share, let me reflect back where the bowls were really taking us. When Brad and I at the very beginning were talking about really locking into that perfect fifth, this place of the D and the A, which is interesting because we are nowhere in that space right now. Did you feel how whenever those tones were struck that it almost kind of ignited us a little differently from where we were seated? If it was a little jarring, I apologize. I actually didn't expect it to be that profound of a shift. But we're definitely not where we were at the beginning. One of the which is always good, but it's a very profound difference. I can feel it in the body, especially in my low back, which I think is very interesting. But throughout the time, the things that we really grounded and connected into were two primary things. We were sitting very strongly in this area of the throat, this place where we speak our creativity. It is a seat of creativity of sorts, because this is where we express ourselves, your unique creative self that nobody else can say or do or think or feel or move like into this world. It's projected through that more subtle fifth energy center, when we're expressing creativity in through the body, an actual creative life force tends to be through the second, which connects us into that opening position of that D bowl, that perfect fifth that we had talked about. So we were moving between the second energy center and the fifth energy center, that where what we express, our word becomes law. I don't mean as in like judicial legal, as in the perfect expression of an archetypal form, because it's congruent with a higher universal truth. That kind of law. So we were very connected into that. But what was interesting is that as we were moving through and preparing ourselves to play with that light, that birthing, that seed of creation that we were calling forth, there was a very strong noise, a rattle, a disconnect that can feel it still just a little bit. There was this need for permission within our own heads. And it didn't necessarily feel like it felt like it was sitting outside of a specific 6th or 7th chakra area, but that it was that mental noise, that chatter. And it was something that it kept coming up so much that we absolutely spent some time finding frequencies, finding words, finding feelings to try to start helping release that. And I thought that was very interesting. So if you had any experience with that, I would love to hear that. But yeah, really interesting. And then when we ended, we went into in classical music we call them modes, because they're outside of traditional key signatures. They borrow information. It's like a really cool. It's like a really cool painting that uses colors unexpectedly. You're like, wow, I would never expect that brown to work in this bright canary, and pink, vibrant landscape, but the brown really just adds something. That's a mode. We were really sitting in a lot of some interesting modes. Dorian came up a lot as well for any of my classical music friends. But some others as well that were kind of tickling our innards in delightful ways. So I share that. And then, of course, we landed back. The bowls very much wanted us to come back into that beautiful, relaxing, pure key of C, where we really can sink and feel into our bodies. And it was very much supported by the key of F, which vibrates the feelings and the placement of the heart. So it was a very interesting journey today. It was definitely, if I had to summarize this in any way, I might call it work. It definitely felt more like work today than it necessarily did, just peaceful, relaxing, beautiful bowls. No, it was actually like, I have stuff I got to do. Okay, let's do it. And I thought that was very interesting to witness, to feel, and to reflect in and around and with. So, anywho, enough about me. Hannah, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, Hannah. We really appreciate that. May it come back to you 100-fold. I had 10. 100-fold. Let's claim it. Thank you. Sometimes the chat moves. So, Tommy, thank you so much for your donation. Coming back at you 100-fold. May the blessings return 100-fold. Mary, so glad you were here joining us from Buffalo, New York, and all of your wonderful hearts. Hannah says she was feeling spaciousness. Yeah, there was a lot of that. There was also some really magical intervals that were happening as that tritone that connects us into the archetype of the magician, and that area of space. Where's my stick? Where did it really come through? It came through a lot in here. Sorry. There we go. Feel that magic? We had a lot of this. Minor 6. It's the hero. Connects us to the archetype of the hero. Sometimes a reluctant hero. Do I really have to go? Do I really have to go save the world? Crap. Only I can do it. Yes, let's do it. Let's save the world. We kind of had that energy. That strength of like, you know what? I got this. I can do it. I'm stable. let's go. And then that tritone. There's magic. There's dragons and monsters and caves, but they're all of my own making. So, okay. So interesting that came through. Hannah, thanks for sharing that about spaciousness. Deb, thank you, beautiful one. Good. Oh, I'm so glad that was good for you, Deb. Thank you. Brad says, thank you, Charlene. That enabled me to see with greater clarity and with a gentle guide to opening more possibilities. Well done, brother. An excellent creative boost. Amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that, my friend, and good work on your part too. Like I said, today was not like a cakewalk. It definitely called us to show up and do the work. So high five, my friend, for doing that. That's awesome. Elizabeth, deep insights. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. Thanks for sharing that. Serenity, thank you so much for your generous, generous donation, my friend. May it come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over 100 times. Oh, Sandy says, splashes of color, radiance. Yeah, there was a lot of color coming through today. Sandy, you nailed that. I failed to mention that as fully as what I was hearing it. You totally nailed that. Radiance, amazing. Peaceful, oh, so good. Went to the beach on Maui. Nice. Whether you did that in real life or if that was your sacred inner sanctuary, amazeballs. Loved the emoting voice. Oh, thank you. Feeling clearer and more peaceful. Yes, that's wonderful. Grounding. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Hearts and roses right back at you, my friend. Callie from Ireland says that she felt heat in your feet and your lower legs. That's fascinating. Yeah, it's amazing how uniquely we all experience information. You know, I was going to go down a rabbit hole. Don't need to go down that rabbit hole now. But this idea that we will ingest information, frequency, vibration, exactly as we need it, to do with it as what we need. That's why it's very tricky when someone's like, well, what frequency should I use for fill in the blank? Because it's never just one frequency that can elicit or stimulate, or more importantly, harmonize that response. The trick, the point, the magic, the alchemy is to harmonize whatever's going on in your system. So using this information to harmonize, perhaps clear out, open the energy information, the chakras in the feet, clearing out any stagnated brain, or any lingering residual energy that was waiting maybe for you, that had either been, it could be something as simple as being stuck from doing a lot of sitting recently, and so the lymph system literally gets stuck, and so the energy kind of coagulates in these areas. Or if it's just a process of how your system moves energy out or through, or even then allows energy to come back up, depending on how you really integrate bringing energy into your system. It's amazing how it all works. So thank you for sharing that, Callie. I really love that. Callie also said strong images infused with love and joy. Yes, permission to be creative. Amazing. So good. Yeah, there was a lot of this upper work that was going on in in a little more esoteric chiropractic. There's an understanding, and in ancient actual native practices too, there's a deep understanding of that literally as above, so below, that whatever happens in the top of the spine, at the neck, in the jaw, is also directly reflected and happening, counterbalancing in the base of the spine and into the sacrum itself, up into the the hip areas, and how these two, as above, so below, are total reflection. So interesting that you said that. I love that. Sandy said that felt the heart and chakra. English, rewind. Felt the heart and throat chakra clear and open more. That's amazing. Yeah, there was a lot of this going on. Amazing, because that was all about this G that we were talking about, and the heart always with the F. And you were doing a lot of that opening, breathing through the heart, creating more heart coherence. See, when we can create coherence, we can create harmony more easily, more readily in our space. So Tracy says, it's your first time here from the Isle of Wight in the UK. Amazing. Welcome. Joined partway through. I'm at the beginning of my learning journey about the chakras, but definitely felt something in my belly. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And first of all, it's so nice to meet you. We hope that you join us again. We've got more exciting live streams coming up, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. But also, if you want to start that series from the beginning and feel the entire experience, you can actually pop on our YouTube page on the live channel, the live playlist, and it'll populate as soon as we come off the air. From here, it'll be there for you to have in perpetuity. So I hope it's helpful for you. So nice to meet you. I hope to see you again soon, my friend. Now, Joe Frazier from YouTube says you say, I feel peace, community from that fifth tone. Yeah, whether you're talking about that open fifth or G, connecting into that fifth energy center, my friend, it's all connected, honestly. If we look at the acoustic physics of sound and something called the harmonic series, it's all connected. So that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I love that, Joe. Nice to see you. Glad you were here. Hey, Lisa Nanda, you say it felt great. Yes. So soothing, which I needed as I have had to take my dog to the ER now. Oh, we are sending prayers and peaceful, positive energy of healing and profound light to you and your puppy. All is well. All is well. We walk with you. All is well. All will be well. Sending love to you, Lisa Nanda. Okay. Thank you for your donation, my friend. I appreciate you. May it come back 100-fold today and every day. Callie, you're welcome, my friend. Tommy says, this brought me clarity of my purpose to serve people and to help them realize their purpose. Amazing. To live a life they love. This was so amazing. That's incredible. Well done, my friend. Well done. Well done. And thank you for sharing that. And well done. Keep doing it, man. Do it. Claim it. The world needs you so much. The world needs all of us doing what we're supposed to be doing. So high five to all of those who figure out what it is that they're supposed to be doing. Knowing that we're going to get a little more clarity, a little more confidence, a little more clear on the direction and what we're supposed to be doing every moment of every day. All we have to do is allow, receive. So it's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Jared Bear, thank you so much for your donation. May it come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, like a martini of sorts. Is that how you, this is a violin. How do you shake a martini? And running over, whatever that may be for you, 100-fold. She gets a little loopy at the end of the lives. I should probably go take a bath. Christine, thank you so much. It was nice to see you. I'm glad you were here, my friend. Jay says, lovely. I missed the earlier part and came in the sweet, relaxing part. I'm a very creative person, and my goal was to place the home I've just bought on my canvas. I love that. I'm leaving a long-held family period home with a distinctive style and moving to a more modern, smaller townhouse. Ooh, talk about change. I'm presently finding it difficult to imagine the creative style of the new home. I'm too imprinted with the style of the previous owner. Permission to be creative was a very useful notion for me. That's amazing. I love that. Well, good luck on your journey. And look, you have a brand new canvas. Literally, a brand new canvas. Oh, I love that so much. I feel like I'm supposed to tell you, as you're going through this too, you may want to check out biogeometry. Just go to biogeometry.com, and there's all different types of home harmonizing solutions that even without being a practitioner or a student in biogeometry that you can implement that actually might be helpful to begin to resonate your space, to create more harmony in your space, which will allow you to bring forth your own creativity and harmony within that space. So I just feel like I'm supposed to share that with you for some reason. If that's helpful, I hope it is. Again, biogeometry, biogeometry.com. And some interesting information there. And if you need anything, just reach out to us. You can always reach out to us at hello@charlene.com. And we're happy to connect you in any way if if we can support you, we're there for you. Tracy, thank you. Lori, you said feeling openness, grounded, inspiring, expressive, and peaceful. Oh, so good. Thank you. Amazing as usual. As are you, my friend. Jay says, I need to do more creating on a blank canvas in this meditative way. Thank you. My friends, it's always so good to be with you, to walk this path with you, to witness, to hear, to listen to, and to reflect back your beautiful expansion and the evolutionary process that we all are taking every moment of every day. It's so humbling to be here with you. And I thank you for sharing your time, your presence, and your thoughts. Sometimes it's not always easy to reveal what's going on inside. And so even just to step forward boldly and share that, knowing that you're in a safe space and a safe community and that you are always loved. My friends, I can't wait to see you again. We're actually going to be back this Sunday with the third installment of a 12-part series that I love called The Hypnotic Heart. Oh, it's so good. And this is about flowing with heart-centered energy. It happens this Sunday, August 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And you're going to experience an ultimate state of calm receptivity where your nervous system will begin to relax, opening your conscious and subconscious minds to receive profound, loving truths that your heart longs to realize, so that you can access your open, present, and sacred self in this moment and embrace effortless, energetic flow. Now, the cool thing about the Hypnotic Heart series is that it is a 12-part series that builds on itself. We are delighted to bring it to you on Insight Timer. We'll also stream live on YouTube. But once the session is over, it's gone. It doesn't live anywhere except on our website. And so if that's something that you want to revisit at any time, just pop to our website, check out the Hypnotic Heart. You can actually get all 12 series so that you can revisit this particular series anytime you want. It's formatted a little differently than how we do it here. I'm not talking, I'm just leading. And it's a full hour of you going through and really diving into greater heart coherence, opening your heart, and manifesting more harmony in yourself, in your life, being able to bring forth frequencies and tones that support you and on your path of whatever that module, that week's, that technically that month's theme is for you. So about being able to open this heart and really relax into this. And it's just a continual journey that we're going to be taking into May of next year. So if you want to join us live, that's great. If you want to be able to come back and revisit and see these experiences for you again and again, because they're really, really profound experiences where we integrate a lot of energy medicine techniques. We integrate a lot of very helpful energy work throughout. That's just think of it as a one-on-one energy session that you can access anytime, anywhere. So you can check that out on the website on charlene.com. At any rate, hopefully I'll see you on Sunday, the 24th at 1 p.m. My friends, I love you so much. I'm so honored. I'm so inspired by you, and I appreciate your presence. And until we meet again, may you be covered in the light and the creative truth of your perfect, beautiful, sacred expression. I love you. Sat Nam.